Chapter 10, Body and Soul. Okay. Ooh, that's beautiful. Oh no, it's a dream. We're in dreamland. Samuel, I'm... I'm interested in you. I want to get to know you. Will you go out with me?
No, thanks.
Aww.
Oh, girl, who shut you down? Ouch!
Awkward.
My, Sammy is savage.
Sucks to be her.
Oh.
Poor Cadence. She'll never live this down.
Girl.
Alex, no. Not in my dreams.
It's okay, Cadence. You still have me.
No! Cadence, wake up! Whoa! Jeez, it's too early for this. Did you have a nightmare? I don't remember. Awesome. I could have slept for 10 more minutes if not for you. Oh well, now that I'm awake, I might as well get ready. Sorry, Susie. I was waiting for that to be the moment where Susie's just mad at us for the rest of the route. You know, you woke me up 10 minutes before my alarm went, and honestly, it would be one of the more reasonable arguments. I can't believe I asked Samuel out in front of the entire band. Dream Cadence is an idiot. Gosh, my heart is still thundering. Well, I'm up, so I might as well get ready too.
So you and Sabrina are dating now?
Yep.
Asked her out last night.
Great!
Nice.
Hey guys.
Hiya.
Hey, Cadence. No costume for Hero Day?
Whoops, guess not. My mind has been preoccupied with other things lately.
Well, you're already a hero in my eyes for being able to lead the band like you do.
Aw, thanks, Tom. Oh, stop it. Mr. Wiley is the real leader.
Speaking of which, where is Mr. Wiley?
What in the... Dingleberries? The three of us glance around the field, but he's nowhere in sight. The band is already gathering for stretches ready to begin, but he's not here. Uh-oh.
Wait, there he is.
I turn, expecting to see Mr. Wiley jogging towards us with a cup of coffee in hand, but instead he's moving slower than a tortoise. Tom and Peter raise their voices in greeting as he nears us.
Phew, we were starting to get worried. Didn't think you were going to show.
Hey!
Yeah, Mr. Wiley, doesn't this make you a butthead? It does. Don't you care about this organization? Or is sleep more important to you?
Guys, don't they realize they're playing with fire? Mr. Wiley grinds to a slow halt, slowly turning to look at the two boys. I wait for him to unleash hell upon Tom and Peter for their callousness.
I can't tell you how sorry I am.
Wait, what?
I'm supposed to serve as an example to you kids, but I've done nothing but lose my temper and let you down. I'm sorry. You deserve so much better.
You don't have to apologize.
Oh, I really do, Peter. I really do.
He continues on his way, rubbing his temple with one hand. I follow him. Tom and Peter stand stunned, at a loss for what to say. What if we just have a really depressed, morose Wiley this time around, and we don't get, like, the super crazy version, because he's, like, chill like Sam? That would be weird.
Cadence, stretches.
Yes, sir! I call everyone onto the field, praying that no one noticed our exchange with Mr. Wiley. Tom and Peter still look shell-shocked as they stretch their calves. I can only hope they keep what happened to themselves for the sake of band morale. Surely this is just some kind of phase Mr. Wiley is going through. After all, we've been stuck at band camp for a week and a half straight. Like he said, the stress is getting to him. Once we survive band camp and can sleep in our own beds again, I'm sure he'll return to being the Mr. Wiley we know and tolerate. Yeah, and I'll support him, always. Know and tolerate, I like that. I pump my fist, determined to see this through to the end. I'm so glad that someone was around to be like, girl, do you think you're like the main character of some TV show? Like, what is going on with you? Felicity, thank you. Why are you pumping your fist? Because it's time for arm circles! Yeah! Peter, get up here and lead us.
Get ready for some jumping jacks and arm circles.
Alright, here we go.
Peter follows my lead, and together we get the band pumped up for another day's hard work. Good recovery, good recovery. Mr. Wiley, what should the band do today?
Oh! Well, I thought we could continue to put the music with the drill in Jupiter.
Okay, you heard him. We're picking up where we left off. Pit, guard, you can head off for your separate practices.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Peter.
Later.
Try not to get hit in the head with a rifle.
That's sweet.
You know I won't. I feel sorry for Sabrina. Don't you, Cadence? What? I don't know. Why don't you go find your spot? Fine, I'm going. We begin putting the music with the drill set by set. I stay on my podium and keep things running smoothly. Mr. Wiley seems to come alive as the morning progresses, so I'm able to focus more on conducting than leading.
Are we sure we know the music here? Maybe it's too soon to be putting this part to music.
I'm pretty sure only half the band is playing at this point. Perhaps we should have focused on memorization yesterday.
That's it. Arc it up. I want to focus more on the music this session.
Well, shoot, there goes my usefulness. Mr. Wiley usually conducts them when they're arced up like this. I suppose I'll walk around and make sure everything is in order. While Mr. Wiley is working with the low brass on their part, I check in with the saxophones. How's it going, guys?
Sup?
Cadence, I was wondering when you'd stop by.
Samuel?
Oh, better leave him alone. He's been grumpy all morning. I'm not grumpy.
Is something wrong?
I can't play.
What? Of course you can.
Ugh, no, he really can't. He sounds like a chicken getting its head sawed off.
Alex, please.
What? It's true! I thought I was getting better, but I was wrong.
Can you really judge your ability off of a school saxophone, though, Samuel? Is there anything I can do to help?
Nah.
I've completely lost my edge. There's no helping me. You sound pretty edgy to me.
Samuel bows his head. I don't have to see his eyes to know they look very far away, impossible to reach. When he speaks, he is no longer speaking to us. Ah, the last spring has come up. What happened last spring?
Ever since last spring, I haven't been able to play the same since. I don't know if I can ever get back what I lost.
Last spring. There it is again. What happened last spring? Samuel...
All right.
Let's run that bit with the entire band. Get set!
Get set.
Samuel automatically moves his saxophone to his lips. I stay nearby for a minute watching him play. I can feel none of his usual passion. He is playing his part, but he is no longer here with us. I have to look away. I can't bear to see Samuel like this. I know how seriously he takes his saxophone, and he holds himself to impossible standards. He's insanely talented, but he doesn't even seem to realize how amazing he is. Samuel, I wish you could see what I see. I walk away, my heart heavy.
Is Samuel okay?
Oh, I hadn't realized I'd wandered past the trumpets. No, he seems to be...
One more time.
Again! Instruments up!
Now isn't a good time to talk. That's it! I want to know what happened last spring. I can't stand all the mystery. But I feel now is a bad time to bring it up with Samuel. Maybe Peter will tell me? I don't really know about... But... It's not Peter's story to tell, probably, most likely. We should talk to Samuel. After practice, I hurry to catch up with Peter, but that boy is fast. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. I go to wave and grab his attention, but he doesn't see me. He's talking to his brother. Peter, knock some sense into him, please. She's always hanging around the saxes to help me when I clearly don't need help. She's got a huge crush on me. Hold up. Is he... He's talking about me!
You're an idiot.
No!
Why am I an idiot? I just gave you proof. She's always coming to visit the saxophone section. For Samuel, not for you.
Damn straight.
What? Didn't you realize she likes him? It's so obvious.
Peter!
Uh-oh. Cadence! You don't like me? Not even a little?
I ignore Alex, casting my accusing glare at Peter. Tears are threatening to rise, but I harshly blink them away. Why would you tell him that? He's going to blab to everyone in the band.
No, he won't. If he does, I'll punch him in the stomach.
Don't do that. He rounds on Alex furiously.
Got that?
Don't threaten me. And by that logic, you deserve to be punched in the stomach for blabbing her secret. This is true. Stop it, you two. I'm really upset.
Sorry, Cadence, I wasn't thinking. I only wanted Alex to stop his bragging.
Not fair.
I can't believe she likes Samuel and not me. Get out of here, turd. You've done enough damage today.
Shut up!
But I didn't do anything! Ugh, whatever, I'm going.
He leaves in a huff. My stomach squirms with nerves. This isn't good. Now whenever I visit the saxophones, I'll have Alex breathing down my neck if I try to talk to Samuel. With his maturity level, he'll definitely be snickering the whole time. If I'm really lucky, he'll offer up some innuendos or sax puns. Thanks a lot, Peter. I slap him with some sarcasm, but he doesn't seem bothered.
Hey, it could work out in your favor. Maybe Samuel catches wind that you like him and it gives him the confidence to ask you out. You never know.
I doubt that, especially after what happened last spring.
You know about the accident.
Accident? I don't know very much.
Poor Sam. It was really hard on him. I saw the whole thing happen and the look on his face. Man, I hope I never have to lose something so special to me.
How did it happen exactly?
It was at the May Fair. Our jazz band plays that every year. It happened right after the performance. There was a truck parked at the top of a hill, but the driver forgot to put the brakes on. And...
Hi!
Peter! Peter! Let's go eat!
there you are. I was wondering where you'd gotten to.
And just like that, I don't exist anymore. I watch Peter and Sabrina walk away, teeming with frustration. I mean, okay, I get you're frustrated, but you really shouldn't have gone... I feel... If it's something like this serious, you shouldn't go behind someone's back and pretend like you know something when you don't to try to get more information. You need to go to the source and ask them if they're willing to share it with you, and then respect their decision. If they're like, no, or they're not ready, or whatever, and just be supportive. Because it's not really your business. Yes, you're concerned, but this sounds like a serious thing. Granted, it might be like... I'm imagining almost that his grandma gifted him a saxophone, and it got run over by a truck, and he hasn't been able to, like, have the same passion since then, because he's like, I threw away, like, the last good thing my grandma gave me, and now I just don't deserve to be playing any kind of saxophone anymore. But we'll see. Last spring at the May Fair, there was an accident involving a truck. It hurt Samuel to the point where he can no longer play saxophone the way he used to, because he lost something special. Or perhaps someone. It could be someone. We'll see. But we should get it from Samuel. I'd better get to lunch. I wind up having lunch with Susie and Felicity again as Samuel is nowhere to be found. Hey guys, do you think Samuel has had a girlfriend?
Duh.
Oh, I'm sure he has. Really? He's so handsome and mature, so I imagine he's had at least one serious girlfriend. Don't worry, Cadence. He's single now. I've never heard him mention a girlfriend. Well, even if he did have one, he doesn't seem the type to go talking to everyone about it. He's a very private person.
Oh no.
You don't think he has a secret girlfriend, do you? Like from a different school? It's possible. I heard he got pretty close with a girl during state jazz band last April. That would be last spring. Uh-oh. You sure that wasn't a rumor? I heard it from Peter, but who knows? I could see him dating another serious musician, can't you? This conversation is starting to wear me down, and I decide to change the subject back to band, particularly Mr. Wiley's strange behavior. But at the back of my mind, I continue to mull over what I've learned. The pieces seem to be fitting together. Samuel's behavior is starting to make sense. You're assuming a lot from broken pieces, girl. He must have lost a friend, or something more, in the accident last spring. If it was this girl from state band, she would have been from another school that's very far away, so no one in our school could have known her. My heart swells with sorrow. I want to talk to Samuel. We start afternoon rehearsals with sectionals that focus on memorizing music. I decide to stick around the band room and focus on myself instead of circulating today. There are some tricky passages I need to practice. Oh, hello.
Cadence? Do you think Bandit would be able to survive in the wild on her own?
He brought Bandit to practice with him? Huh? I don't know. How old was she when you got her?
She was a baby.
Then it probably wouldn't be a good idea to release her. Then again, raccoons are mainly foragers, so I'm sure she could figure out how to survive. Why do you ask?
Sometimes I wonder where Bandit will go if something happens to me. Like if Tom and Peter push me to the brink of insanity, or Doug gives me a stroke.
Don't you have family you could give her to?
No, my family thinks I'm nuts for even adopting her. My mother never fails to bring up the fact that I brought a raccoon home instead of a woman.
Oh. I have no clever response for that.
You in the market for a pet raccoon?
Definitely not. Mr. Wiley, you'd better not be going anywhere anytime soon. You're too young to have a stroke.
You're right. Sorry.
Wiley, what? After sectionals, the band comes together for full ensemble. Mr. Wiley leads practice. I try to stay focused, but my mind keeps drifting back to what I want to say to Samuel. Okay, dinner time. Samuel wasn't in the cafeteria again. I'm going to stop by his room. Then again, maybe I shouldn't go through with this. Like I said before, Samuel is very private. He'll volunteer information only when he wants to. His past relationships aren't my business in the slightest. I don't want to be intrusive, but at the same time, I want to help him if I can. What should I do? Oh, sorry. Punch my desk. If you felt that way, Cadence, you shouldn't have done everything you just did up to this point today. Knowing that he's a private person, knowing that it's none of your business, you still tried to go behind his back to people he knew to get the scoop on what was happening. I understand it was out of concern, but that was not the right way to do it, I don't think. The least you could do is actually go to the horse's mouth and hear it from him. And if he wants to tell you, great. If he doesn't, that's fine. I care about him too much to let him suffer alone. I want to be there for him if he needs me.
Hey!
There's the roommate. Doug? I must have knocked on the wrong door. I thought for sure this was Samuel's room.
I'm his roommate.
Really? Now that I think about it, Samuel never did tell me who his roommate is.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what happens.
We both forgot to sign up for roommates, so we wound up together.
I believe it. Is Samuel around?
Nope. I have no idea where he is.
I might have an idea. Thanks anyway, Doug.
No problem. I'll let him know you stopped by.
I'm 99% sure Samuel is down at the lake in his usual spot, most likely reflecting. Should I bother him? Wow, it's really like giving you opportunities to back out of this. Alright, I'm doing this. Let's go! The sun is starting to sink, painting the sky with faint shades of pastel. Well, this is interesting. It's mirroring our dream from this morning. Sure enough, I find Samuel sitting on the dock, gazing upwards. Samuel!
Oh, Cadence.
His voice is hollow. He doesn't seem too excited to see me, but he doesn't tell me to leave. I sit down next to him. I mean, he's obviously not okay. I don't like either of these options, honestly. I'm thinking because he told us about the whole thing about his grandpop telling him to focus on his blessings, that he tries to look on the positive things all the time. So maybe I should go with this instead of asking a question. Then he's gonna be like, no, and then silence. Things are going to get better.
You can't say that for sure. No one ever can.
I agree with you.
Still, I admire your optimism.
Do you want to talk about it?
I've never been so good at talking.
You think that because you only speak when you have something to say. People who chatter on endlessly aren't good at talking. They're good at never shutting up. A grin pushes at Samuel's lips and he utters a low chuckle, but I think it was more for my benefit. A moment of silence passes between us.
Feels so empty.
My heart clenches sorrowfully. I wish I could find the right words to say, but they don't come. And even if they did, my throat is too thick with grief to say anything. Instead, I reach out and take his hand in mine. He gives it a gentle squeeze.
Playing saxophone doesn't bring me joy anymore. I feel like I've peaked. I can't get back what I once had. I guess I'm not as good as I thought I was.
Samuel.
I know what you're going to say, but nothing you say can convince me otherwise. I always genuinely believed that I was meant to play saxophone. My grandpop was so proud when I told him that I wanted to be just like him. But I realize now that I'm not. I'll never be like him. He could have been one of the greats if he wanted to, but he gave up on his dreams and got a factory job for the sake of his family.
That was very kind and selfless of him.
I know he wants to see me achieve what he couldn't, but I can't anymore.
Samuel. Don't make it sound so final.
It is. That dream is dead. If I gave up playing, I wouldn't have to feel this way anymore.
No! You can't give up. You're feeling so much pressure right now. I understand because I felt that too. Sometimes you think to yourself that it would be so easy to give up and let all of those negative feelings disappear. Running away from our problems can feel so much simpler than facing them down. But how can we build ourselves into stronger people if we don't let ourselves struggle? You may feel low today, but you can only guess at what tomorrow holds. So please don't give up.
I know what tomorrow holds. And the next day too. 2 more days of band camp spent with a battered, squeaky school saxophone that only serves as a reminder of how good I used to be. Then we go home and enjoy what little summer we have left until school starts.
Okay, you got the basics down, but you can never say for sure what's going to happen. Samuel lets out a deep sigh and doesn't argue. You know what? I might not be able to change your mind, but I can stay with you and support you. If you need someone to cheer you on, I'm there. Or if you need someone to sit by your side in total peace and quiet, I can do that too. Samuel's hand leaves my own. For a moment, I feel hurt, a sharp sting in my heart. Then his arms are around me and he's holding me close. Aww. I gasp softly in surprise.
Thank you.
I wish we had a CG of the hug. I wrap my arms around him and give his body a comforting squeeze. He's sturdy and warm. I can feel his heart beating. Suddenly, it picks up the pace. I draw back to look into Samuel's eyes. They swirl with a mixture of emotions as he gazes down at me. They are so gentle, so full of fondness, yet tinged with sorrow. They trace down from my eyes to my lips, and for a moment I think he's going to kiss me. I lean in a little bit closer. As soon as I do, he pulls away. The next thing I know, he's standing up looking back in the direction of camp.
Practice will be starting soon. We should go.
I sit, dazed, wondering if what just happened was real or if I completely misread the situation. Samuel offers me his hand.
Come on.
Okay. I climb shakily to my feet. As soon as I'm up, he lets go of my hand.
We'd better hurry.
We walk back to camp side by side. The space between us feels wide and impassable. It's clear to me that Samuel doesn't want to get close to me, and I'm certain I know why. You're certain you assume you know why. But I can't bring it up now. This isn't the time, and we have practice to get to. I spend the entire night on my podium, a heavy feeling in my gut. I can feel it dragging me down so much that I feel like I'm going to sink straight through the ground. There's nothing I want to do more than go back to my room and sleep. I'm ready for band camp to be over.
Excuse me.
What do you want? What is it, Clark?
Pathetic.
Your posture is terrible. You look like you're folding in on yourself. At least try to look like you have some semblance of confidence.
Gee, thanks a lot, Clark.
You're welcome.
That was sarcasm. He isn't wrong, though. I'm literally letting my emotions weigh me down, and it's affecting my conducting. I hope practice goes by quickly. I give section of the day to some poor saps who have yet to receive it. Then off we go. Cadence? Where's Samuel? I look around. I guess he didn't wait up for me tonight.
Aww.
Maybe you were right about him having another girlfriend after all. Oh well, we can be single together. Somehow Felicity always knows the wrong thing to say. It's her talent. You seem pretty down tonight. It was a long day. I'm sure tomorrow will be better. I hope. Right. Keep up that attitude. By the way, I heard a number of sectionals being held at dinner. The band continues to work on their section songs. Really? Yes! Everyone thought that was a great idea, you know. I'm looking forward to parent preview. The low brass are going to kill it. That lifts my spirits. I can't let any of this Samuel drama get me down. As much as I would like to keep building my relationship with him, this is band camp. We only have 2 more days. We've got to keep the good momentum we have going.